Hello, folks. Welcome to Kudlow. I'm Larry Kudlow. You ever think about what a bunch of pain-in-the-neck nags the Biden administration are? That's right, nags, as in nanny state nags. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't have this, you can't have that. We're going to tell you what you can and cannot have because we know better than you do. Anything that works is going to be taken away from you because we're smarter than you are. Ordinary working folks are really a bunch of dummies and can't get through the day without highfalutin, overly educated, supercilious, arrogant bureaucrats telling us how to live. It's called the nanny state. The latest is a piece from our friend Katie Pavlich at townhall.com, who will be here later in the show. This one's entitled, Biden Takes on Valiant Fight Against, wait for it, gas stoves. A valiant fight against gas stoves. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission getting ready to allegedly ban gas stoves because allegedly of harmful indoor air pollutants. And to back up their valiant fight, they have all these junk science studies, including my favorite, which is from Stanford University, which mentions 53 homes, all in California. That's their base, 53 homes in California. The fruits and nuts strike again. The entire country is going to be mandated by 53 California homes. Really? Even Joe Manchin, who got bought off by the Bidens months ago, well, he's up in arms. And he's telling us he will never leave home without his gas stove. Read it and weep. And of course, chefs and restaurateurs, they're already going bonkers because no self-respecting chef will cook on anything but a gas stove. Personally, my saintly wife uses electric stoves, but then again, we mostly order out. Actually, some studies show the lower income folks are going to be hurt the most by this insane mandate. But all these left-wing Biden bureaucrats just will not stop nannying us. Besides the assault on gas stoves, today apparently is the last day you could use an incandescent light bulb. Now, how stupid is this? Everyone has to use these LED fluorescent light bulbs, supposedly to save electricity. Well, if electricity is so scarce, especially in California, that's because the crazy climate people won't let you frack for natural gas, which gets us back to your stove. But I already talked about that. Meanwhile, LED light bulbs flicker, and they give you headaches. I'd rather drill for natural gas or build a nuclear plant and then have plenty of electricity on hand so I don't have to ruin my eyes or my brain. But the Biden nannies won't stop with your stove or your bedroom lighting. They're heavy into your bathroom, too. They won't let you have a decent flushing toilet or a good, strong shower. By the way, these are things former President Donald Trump tried his darndest to change, and he fought hard to stop it, but that's a different riff, just saying. And of course, going back outdoors, in a couple of weeks, you won't be able to have your own gasoline-powered car. You're going to have an electric vehicle. So let me get this right. The electricity we save from light bulbs will be used up on EVs. But if you have an EV today, you can't plug it in to recharge the battery because, wait for it, you probably guessed it, there's a shortage of electricity in California because they won't let you drill for natural gas. Does this stuff sound stupid? Well, yeah, it is. People hate nanny states. That's why they don't like central planners or big government socialists. America is a freedom place. We want to live the way we see fit. We don't like being bossed around. Remember life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? We fought a war of independence over that. Remember? In those days, the worst nanny was King George III. And look what we did to him. Americans are smart, not dumb. They love to have their choices. And even though the Biden nannies want to take your choices away, and to come back to Katie Pavlich's valiant fight against gas stoves, is this gas stove thing really among the 3 or 4 most important things facing America today, really? You know, Joe Biden's down in Mexico. He's desperately trying to avoid responsibility for 3 million illegal immigrants crossing the border with their terrible drugs that are killing hundreds of thousands of Americans, and he has no solution except to have his minions sweep the streets of El Paso clean for 20 minutes. That's apparently his solution. Really. Why doesn't Biden just ask the Mexican president to restore Remain in Mexico? Because Mr. Obrador is in favor of that policy, or he was. Or just finish building Trump's wall, or cooperate with Mexican troops to guard the border like Mr. Trump did, or extend Title 42 to guard against public health catastrophes. Why hasn't Biden made a valiant fight against all that? Or even develop a merit-based legal immigration system, which is what a lot of civilized countries have done. Or Mr. Biden could start listening to a new Republican Congress that wants to spend less, tax less, regulate less, and nanny less in order to launch a much-needed long cycle of prosperity, which would make Americans a whole lot wealthier and happier than they are today. Now, that would be a valiant fight, wouldn't it? Maybe not quite as important as your gas stove or your light bulb or your toilet or your shower or your electric vehicle. But you know, long-term prosperity just might turn out to be something bigger than a gas stove. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Just think of it. And that is my riff tonight.